Uh-oh. The hardcore stop.
Let's go! Get out of the fucking car! You want to run my fucking ass? Get out the fucking car there, bitch! Get out! Get out! I didn't touch your fucking car, you dumb bitch! You were on my gun! Come and touch me, because my man's right fucking here. Come and put your fucking hands on me.
Her man's right
I ain't driving crazy. Your bitch was on my goddamn ass! I went in the fucking other lane! Get out of my way.
Okay, welcome. Oh!
Bitch! Contest!
WWE. With the smooth walk-off in the pajamas. Yikes. Cold concrete is super hard if you take an L. Okay, solutionaries, that was obviously a scenario where somebody FAFO'd. We're gonna get straight to it, guys. Do not slam on your brakes, jump out, and approach somebody's vehicle. For one, I don't know what state that's in. I'm assuming it's somewhere cold in the north, right? Sounds like maybe a Boston or something like that. I'm not sure. It doesn't matter. These are the things that people do when they don't understand what imminent threat means. They don't get it. You don't know who's in a vehicle. You don't know what their ethos is, meaning what their life philosophy is, what they're willing to do. You don't know the mindset of that person, and it's stupid to do that. So that's step one. As far as the dude, because obviously I laughed, but you know, somebody potentially getting knocked out and all that other good stuff is not a good thing. Now, some men do not subscribe to the ethos that if a woman hits them, they shouldn't hit them back. And in that scenario, clearly the young lady hit him first. She was 100% wrong. The dude's walking away. He said what he said. He got out because his girl is driving. He said, please don't hit her car. Please don't hit her. Boom. She starts spazzing. When he turns to walk away, she hits him. She opened herself up for that. But again, that's depending upon each person's ethos. And when you walk up to a vehicle, you don't know the person's ethos. The question that I would have kind of to him is like, yo, do you want to really body slam her, right? She's wrong for hitting you. Does that meet the requirements for continuum of force? Meaning the force that he gave her equal to the level of force that she gave him. There's a question there that a lot of people would have to ask in court a lot of times. And in my situation, in my thought process, I don't want none of y'all to have to go to court about anything. And that don't just mean criminal court. That potentially means civil court. So even if he's like, the detectives look at that footage and go, yeah, she attacked you first, she was defending herself, cool. That young lady can, if she got any type of damages, could say, yo, I'm suing you in civil court. You could beat the criminal case and lose the civil case. So this question, we got to kind of ask ourselves in that regard, like from the guy's perspective, like, yo, was that really worth it? That's a potential roll of the dice. It is. And lastly, on the suplex, right? A simple punch can be lethal. Suplexing a lighter woman on the cold concrete in the wintertime, granted, she did hit you first, but that could lead to death. Now, this guy may not get charged for this because some of the detectives or the district attorney goes, the lady hit him first. Moral conversations about what he should have did and legal conversations might be different conversations. If they're in a stand your ground state, he 100% was within the rule of the law. I'm not knocking that, right? But the question that we kind of got to ask is, do we want to roll that dice? A suplex is different than even a punch. And even a punch, a lot of times punches can be lethal. The overall thought process here is we got to learn to de-escalate. I posted something today on X. Follow me on X if you don't, Maj2ray999. I posted something. I got a text from somebody that I respect a lot. And they said something about fundraising and our work that I did not appreciate. And I had to, before I responded back in that text, I kind of had to go, yo, let me just leave this be. And what my post was, in essence, saying, you know, when you see those types of things, it's more impactful for us to just kind of like let it be Ignore that for the moment. Just put your head down, create some content, sell some of your product, sell some merch, get some money. I promise you, after you get an extra $100,000, that little issue that you're dealing with right there won't matter as much. So I didn't respond. Now, the person may follow me on social media. They may see it. They may influence it, whichever way it goes. But what I'm not going to do is directly be aggressive towards them. Why am I saying it? Even in something as simple as a text, right? In that scenario, the brother may have attempted to de-escalate in a different way. The absolute wrong person is the young lady here. She definitely should have attempted to de-escalate. She escalated the entire situation. Sliding, slamming on the brakes on the icy road, snowy road, jumping out on somebody, yelling at the driver, hitting an adult male with pajamas on. If a motherfucker got on pajamas and they outside, they ain't playing with the same set of rules that all of us is. So you might want to think about that. So she did that. She rolled them dice. She FAFO'd. So we have to make sure that we're thinking consistently about de-escalation and conflict resolution. That was not a conflict initially. The initial driver, the young lady, turned that into a conflict. And now, as she's evaluating on the ground, asking where Montez is, her imaginary dude that was either she was lying about in the car or was in the car and just didn't jump out. Now she's in a conflicted situation and she has to think about, damn, should I have done that? Sidebar completely. Montez, if you was in the car, you an absolute piece of shit. I hope she was big capping. I pray that all things possible, that you as a grown man were not in that vehicle while your girl got slam dunked. I hope not. But nonetheless, we have to think about de-escalation and conflict resolution. Most people create conflicts because they don't know what conflicts are and what they're not. That initially was not a conflict. She made it by escalating, and potentially the guy that suplexed her might have assisted in that conflict in a direction that he didn't have to, and he might be running into a case a little bit later on. We'll see what happens. But anyway, guys, this is why we talk about conflict resolution, de-escalation, and not only just the firearms classes, but in the Solutionary 9 group. We talk about how are we going to go in this direction instead of that direction, even as something as simple as hitting the snooze button. These are habits that we have to train to make sure that we're on point. So when a real scenario shows up for you to no, I'm going this way instead of that way, it's damn near muscle memory at that point. This is why I want you all to shoot over to solutionaryuniversity.org, sign up for an Understanding Imminent Threat class. That is a very, very important scenario. That scenario right there is a lesson to show you how fast things could go from somebody flipping you off in the car and you being mad to you getting suplexed on the ground. Understanding imminent threat is there. Conflict resolution is in all of our classes, as well as you can get access to all of the classes by signing up for a Solutionary 9 membership. My name is Maj Toure, the founder of Solutionary University. Go over to solutionaryuniversity.org. I will hope to see you in a class soon. Be safe, be solutionary.